How does a team rise from the ashes time and time again, despite putting itself in difficult situations so many times? The Detroit Pistons have managed to do this not just once, but time and time again. You know, this team has one of the toughest, perhaps most stubborn and most controversial identities in NBA history. They have championship rings on their fingers, but there are just as many broken hearts, bad decisions, and certain individuals. Today's Pistons are the sum of the various decisions made over the years, and throughout this video, we'll take a look at the 10 critical moments that have most influenced this team's fate. Before we start the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because you'll continue to see content like this that you'll love both during the season and at other times throughout the year. Number 10, the move to Motor City. The story didn't actually begin in Detroit. The franchise was founded in 1937 in Fort Wayne, Indiana, as the team of Fred Zollner, a manufacturer of automobile pistons, and in 1944 to 45, they managed to win the league championship. However, the small city simply couldn't compete with the NBA's major markets at the time. And in 1957, the team was forced to relocate to Detroit. Had that move not taken place, there likely wouldn't be a Detroit Pistons today. And the seed of an identity, a city, and in essence, a legend was sown precisely on that day. Number 9, a hero with a broken ankle. In 1988, the Pistons were in the NBA Finals for the first time, facing the Showtime Lakers. The series was tied at 3-2 in the Pistons' favor, and in Game 6, Isiah Thomas sprained his ankle, yet he chose to stay on the court. He made 11 of 13 shots and set a finals record with 25 points in a single quarter. By the end of the night, he had 43 points, 8 assists, and 6 steals. Still, a controversial ghost foul called on Laimbeer breathed new life into the Lakers, and Detroit lost the game 103-102. Then came Game 7. That pain forged the bad boys into steel. Number 8, a big risk for the sake of friendship. On February 15th, 1989, the Pistons had begun their climb to the top, but in the locker room, something seemed to be missing. General manager Jack McCloskey took a huge risk and chose to trade star forward Adrian Dantley to Dallas, along with a future draft pick. In return, they acquired Mark Aguirre, Isiah Thomas's childhood friend. Of course, this decision caused quite a stir, and Dantley declared himself a victim of the trade. However, after the trade, Detroit went 31-6 and finished with a 63-19 record, the best in the league. Sometimes the reality is this: to win a championship, you may have to sacrifice your most beloved player. Number 7, the bad boys take the throne. It's 1989 and 1990. Chuck Daly's tough, defense-oriented bad boys reached the pinnacle. In 1989, they swept the Lakers 4-0, and Joe DeMars was named Finals MVP. Then in 1990, they defeated Portland 4-1. With Isiah Thomas taking home the MVP award this time, Detroit brought Bird, Magic, and Jordan to their knees in the same years. The Jordan rules became a legend. After that, in 1991, the Bulls swept them, and the Pistons left the court without shaking hands. A dynasty ended, but that tough identity remained forever. Number 6, the price of a name. In 2003, one of the deepest drafts in history, and the Pistons held the second pick. Joe DeMars selected Serbian center Darko Milicic after LeBron James. Right after him came Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, and Dwyane Wade. Milicic turned out to be a complete disappointment, and DeMars admitted years later that it was a mistake. In fact, Detroit was forced to look for defensive reinforcements to fill that void. Ironically, that search would lead them to a championship. I should point out, however, that this pick remains one of the greatest what-ifs in history. Number 5, chaos at the Palace. November 19th, 2004, the champion Pistons faced the Pacers. Ben Wallace responded to Ron Artest's hard foul with a forceful shove using both hands. Then a fan threw a drink at Artest, and Artest charged into the stands. Officially, the worst brawl in NBA history erupted. The league handed down a total of 146 game suspensions to 9 players, Artest was suspended for the remainder of the season. Afterward, the league completely overhauled its security and dress code policies. That night went far beyond just a game on the court. Number 4, starless champions. It's the 2004 Finals, and the opponent is the Lakers, packed with 4 future Hall of Famers. No one really gave Detroit a chance, but Rasheed Wallace, acquired in a 3-team trade back in February, was officially the missing piece. Billups, Hamilton, Prince, and Ben Wallace practically chased Shaq and Kobe all over the court. Detroit thus managed to win the series 4-1. And that moment we witnessed, the moment when team play overcame star power, was the period that crowned the franchise's golden age. Even Kobe later officially admitted that Detroit was the better team. Number 3, collapse and rebirth. The date was November 3rd, 2008. Dumars traded Chauncey Billups for Allen Iverson. The team that had reached the conference finals 6 years in a row suddenly fell apart. Then came long, dark years. In fact, during the 2023-24 season, the Pistons set an NBA record with a 28-game losing streak in a single season and hit rock bottom with a 14-68 record. Then Cade Cunningham, the number 1 overall pick in 2021, emerged. In the most recent season, 2025-26, the team finished with a 60-22 record to claim the top spot in the East. The journey from rock bottom to the top rewrote the franchise's history. Number 2, the foundation of a legend. Exactly 45 years ago in 1981, the Pistons posted a dismal 21-61 record. They selected Isiah Thomas from Indiana with the number 2 pick in the draft. And this 1.85 meter tall little giant managed to change the franchise forever. I'm talking about 2 championships, 1 finals MVP, and an identity that was truly cemented. Toughness, pride, and a hunger to win were, of course, just the icing on the cake. Detroit's DNA was actually written in full on that draft night. Without Isiah, neither the Bad Boys nor those 2 rings would have been possible. Number 1, the victory of a losing trade on August 3rd, 2000. Grant Hill, the face of the franchise, was on his way out, and Dumars sent him to Orlando via a sign and trade deal. In return, he acquired a player whose name no one had ever heard of, a player who had gone undrafted, Ben Wallace. The headlines, of course, focused on the loss of a star, and no one even mentioned Big Ben. Yet he went on to become the league's best defender and cemented his place as the true heart of the 2004 championship team. So while losing a star, the team gained a new identity. That trade, which was thought to be a loss, led the franchise back to a championship. That's why this moment holds a more valuable place than all the others. After discussing these critical moments throughout the video, I can briefly say this: the Detroit Pistons are about more than just championships. This franchise was built on broken hearts, bold trades, and numerous Phoenix-like comebacks. Every decision made in the past has, of course, clearly shaped who they are today. The biggest question right now is this: will this team be able to reach the top again, or will the last championship won in 2004 remain their last for a long time to come? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. You'll be supporting me in the best way possible by liking the video and subscribing to the channel, because you'll continue to find content you'll love right here on this channel. See you in the next video.